Hi Gemini, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-February 2025 love reading. Thank you to those of you who have liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, source opening in front of us, it's what I call the bridging the gap spread. And the way it works, so look at the past, present, future energies between you and your main love interest. Once we get through all that, we'll pull some more cards as well for some additional insight, and that's where the bridging the gap dynamic comes into play as far as the decks being used. On the left side, we have the Lover's Path Tarot. On the right side, we have the Romantic Tarot. And also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as your energy, and the cards on the right as the other person's. If you feel like it's the other way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have Power. This is the equivalent of the Emperor in traditional tarot, which is Aries energy. And if we look at the artwork here, and between that and the name Power, this could just be saying that maybe this was someone that initially you might have connected on more of a friendship level, maybe even for some of you, you might have met through your workplace. And I feel like this is saying ultimately you viewed them as an equal in a lot of ways, so you thought that this would really be a strong couple between the two of you. Alright, past energy on their side, we have the Eight of Swords. So this is Gemini energy here. This could just be saying that ultimately they might have been going through a process of grieving and ending. So for some of you, maybe they were getting out of another connection when you initially crossed paths. For some of you, they could have even just lost an actual friend or family member as well. So looks like they were going through a bit of a grieving process in the past and couldn't really dedicate energy to the connection in the past. Alright, present energy on your side, we have the Three of Arrows. So this is Libra energy here. So yeah, stuff looks like there's a bit of a rough stretch you're going through in this connection right now. Maybe feeling like the love that you have isn't reciprocated from this person. So that could be what's going on there. And maybe there's a bit of denial on your part as well as far as looking at that, right? So for example, like I said, if it really is that they're just going through their own grieving process, then it might not be too realistic on your part to expect them to be open to the connection with you at this time, right? So it could just be saying that for the time being, you could have some disappointment around the way the connection's going, but it also looks like there could be some details within the situation that you're neglecting to look at right now. Present energy on their side, we have the King of Swords. So this is Aquarius energy here. And if we look at the artwork, we actually see the sword that they're holding is broken. The edge of it down on the floor there. So it could just be saying that they might actually struggle with communicating. So even if they are, let's say, attempting to get over the past situation and they are trying to open up, it might be something that they struggle with, right? So for example, maybe they communicate something that might come across a bit more cold than they intend, right? And then that could lead to you taking that to heart and feeling like there was a malicious intent behind it, so it could just be saying that the communication between the two of you could be strained at this time. Future energy on your side, we have the Princess of Staves. So this is the equivalent of the Page of Wands in traditional tarot. And if we look at the artwork here, we see the horse riding away from the cards on the side, and we also see the person riding the horse. It looks like they're looking over their shoulder, right? So there could be a part of you in the future will move away from the connection, but I feel like there will also be the part of you that is hoping that they would actually seek you out. So again, like I said, it looks like the communication stream between the two of you, you might eventually decide to try to move away from the connection, but not with the thought of finality in mind, but more so hoping that when they are ready, let's say, that they would approach you. All right, future energy on their side, we have the Hermit. So Virgo energy here, and to me this says, like, if we look at the artwork here, it looks like they have a picture of someone on their desk. So to me this says that ultimately they might actually even have fond memories of you. So like I said, especially if the two of you were friends in the past, or maybe connected through the workplace or something along those lines. But I feel like this is saying that they might actually have fond memories of you and, hold you in high regard on the one hand, but as far as them reaching out, they might really still be a bit withdrawn. So if you are hoping for them to reach out, doesn't necessarily look too likely in this spread. All right, bottom of the deck on your side, we have the 7 of coins. So yeah, this could just be saying that maybe you've been trying to get this to get off the ground for a while, and you could just feel like maybe the two of you just aren't on the same path at this time. You might feel like they're a little bit behind you in some way, right? Some of you might even feel like there's a bit of a maturity level difference. That could go either way, but that's what I'm seeing with that. And bottom of the deck on their side, we have the 6 of Wands. So this is Leo energy here. So yeah, to me, this is another indicator that seems to say that they do enjoy your energy and your presence, but I feel like in a way, they don't necessarily feel like there's a need for them to reciprocate, right? Now, I don't necessarily mean that in a way where they're taking advantage of the situation, but just maybe being a bit oblivious to that dynamic, which can happen with Geminis at times. And then, funny enough, on the other side of that, they'll get the reputation for ghosting people, right? But it's like, no, it's more like they were more likely being taken advantage of for a while and then just realized to, move forward from there. So that could be what's at play for some of you too, where maybe your presence just wasn't appreciated by this person at the time. And then as you move on, that could be where the disconnect's happening. But we'll see what the Oracle cards add to the mix. First, we'll see what we get from the messages of Oracle card deck. I'm just gonna give this deck a few shuffles. I did pre-shuffle it, but we'll do a few more shuffles, cut the deck, and pull a card from this deck. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll take this card here, and then I'll get this out of the way, and we'll do the same thing with the Wisdom Oracle deck. So I pre-shuffled this deck as well, but we'll just give it a few more, cut the deck, and pull a card. All right, we'll take this card, get this out of the way, and we'll take a look at the messages of card first. All right, we have Unavailable. It says this person is unable to give you all you deserve. So yeah, that definitely seems to align with what we were seeing with the main theme in the main spread, right? As far as, like I said, it looks like they might have been going through a grieving process in the past. And even if they do attempt to open up the lines of communication, right, it might not come across the way that they intend. So that could make the situation flare up even more. And like I said, in the future, it looks like you move away. And even though it does seem like this person does hold you in high regard and appreciate you on the one hand, it doesn't seem like they're in an energy where they want to pursue something. All right. And from the Wisdom of the Oracle, we have Happy Happy. And let's see if we can get that to focus. Apparently not. But there's the artwork, and we'll see what that message has to say. At least it sounds good on the surface, right? All right. The relationship message says there are moments in a relationship when you just feel good about whom you're with, and you know that your heart is wide open to befriend, to love, and to care for another without wanting anything in return. This is the kind of happy that you just want to share. The appearance of this card on a reading tells you that joy and contentment are here now, not somewhere else or off in the future. The grass is greenest where you stand. Be grateful and delight in your relationship, and if you're seeking one, be happy now. Happiness attracts more of itself, like bees to honey. So yeah, I do have to say, given the way that the spread's laid out and that first oracle card we took a look at, I feel like that could even just be saying that, if you try to put this behind you and just focus more on yourselves and enjoying yourselves, then that could actually potentially bring a new connection your way. It's possible that could be with this person with time passing, but it doesn't look like that's necessarily jumping out at me from the spread. So maybe with another person, or again, like we said, maybe this is just a timing issue. And as they finish their grieving process and time passes, maybe you guys can get things back on track. But yeah, like I said, it seems like it'd be more likely with a different person. So whatever resonates with you guys, we'll wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.